Georgia in Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks the tackle. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He makes a catch. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Dawgs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Georgia going up tempo. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Fires to the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it. Touchdown, Dawgs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all his ability on that TV.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Mississippi State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that...
Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. And another broken tackle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll give it to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Out of the gun to give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
line. A great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And now on second down for this offense. He leaves it with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
They'll ride the hot hand. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Line getting set on second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the tight end. To the air. It's Nolan. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll run play action. Lofts one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route, who gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs.
Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. To the air. It's Nolan. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll go to the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown,
this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia going up tempo. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying on the field.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Get it out on the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. This time he's got it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Working on the right. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Millen. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The RPO, it's complete. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Across the 45. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Rides to back and leaves it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Dawgs racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. On the run, it's Clark. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. And they can't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to... Football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a play you'd like to see the receiver fight a little bit more for the football. It's a lob throw into the end zone. Quarterback's expecting you to go up and get it. You can't let the defender box you out like that. Offense is lucky that wasn't picked off.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Powell. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, it's so dangerous. It's so tempting to be soft in coverage and play the pass part of the RPO. You better worry about the run as well. And they reacted way late to the run. And he got up on him with that speed and took off and makes a huge play for this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll keep it himself.
Illegal block. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Clark. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. They feed him again. Powers through the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That gets them back to within 10. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you...
Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Runs through a tackle, and he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Rushes on him. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough space. Touchdown, Dawgs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on else. There he goes! Smashes ahead. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And as soon as the receiver receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna run it. It's Clark. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Let's it fly. On target to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when the plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Handoff from the gun. Running to Green. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big play.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. The quick out. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Defense in press coverage. On the run, fires downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Great place to start for this offense. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air, it's Croman Hope. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Moffitt. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They stop him short of the marker. They'll turn it over on down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
They go to the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for...
Breaks away in the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Here on 3rd down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard